Caution. The following may contain non-politically correct language. Tongue twister. Non-politically correct language. Viewer discretion is advised.
Well, if you're ready for beautiful, natural-looking, easy-to-apply nails, 3 colored in 7 luscious hues, just...
Our impulses are being redirected. We are living in an artificially induced state of consciousness that resembles sleep.
Oh, goddamn hacker, that second damn knife that asshole's cutting.
The movement was begun 8 months ago by a small group of scientists who discovered, quite by accident, these signals being sent through...
I'll be showing you more corrupt Popo videos as time goes on. This is an Alabama police chief resigns after video shows him putting his junk. He didn't really actually take out his junk, but he gets close. He's fully clothed, but you'll see in the video he gets close to this teen dispatcher's face. That's a teenage girl who's a dispatcher at a station, and he starts humping her chair. He resigns. Now, what is this cracker's name? It goes in Cordova, Alabama. This corrupt police chief Jason Hare, Hare, has resigned after a viral video allegedly showed him, sexually harassing a teenage dispatcher inside the department. The footage, reportedly, always reportedly and allegedly, depicts Hare making inappropriate comments and even humping the dispatcher's chair while she was in it. Cordova Mayor Jeremy Pate confirmed Hare's resignation following public outrage, and there's also an internal investigation. You know, these police... I like, what's his name? Brian of High Impact Flicks. He's right. He calls them, what does he call them? Armed road pirates. Armed road pirates. That's what they are. They're a gang. They're a legalized gang is what these cops are. More often than not, very hard pressed to find an honest, good cop. Most of them are corrupt. Most of them are just drunk with power. And so they think they can do this. Is this how a police chief's supposed to act? He goes up to this girl who's a dispatcher. I don't know if she's intimidated. I don't know if she's welcoming it. I don't know what's going on here, but he got in trouble for it. There's a camera. Someone is filming it. Someone's filming it on, a second floor looking down within this police department. And how arrogant do you have to be? Son of a bitch, how arrogant do you have to be to do this? Knowing also that there's cameras around. Someone could be filming you. Always got to think about these things. But, you know, when you're a popo... Looks like she pushed him and swatted him away. When you're a popo, I guess, you're above the law, or think you're above the law, and could do stuff like this, right? Now, she's a teenager. She might be 18 or 19. This guy clearly looks like he's at least in his late 20s, if not 30s. But with that said, he's trying to throw his weight around. Literally. You ain't got anything else to do, police chief. No crime. All the crime's been solved. This is what I mean about these bastards. You know, they'll go and prey upon innocent people. They'll pull innocent people over and try to make shit up, make something out of nothing. They'll try to do stuff like you see right here, right? Because they think they're above the law, and they think they get away with it. It's time we hold these. I mean, I hate to call them pigs, but man, more often than not, that's how they act. Go look at the videos. There's a slew of them out there on YouTube, on the internet. Corrupt cops doing corrupt things, just like these. These SOBs need to be held accountable. white people anymore or Asian people. I think just about everybody in this world is sick of groidal behavior. This is a black guy. I'm not going to call him the N-word. He's actually going to say people are sick and tired of the nigger culture. It's okay when you guys call each other niggas, right? Call other people niggas. But if I repeat what he's about to say, you're going to say, oh, that's racist. I can't say that. Fack off. Fack off. All right? We're sick of this culture. Sick of the pants on the ground. You know what? Pants on the ground, you idiots. It means you want to take it up the butt. That's what they do in prison. That's their code for you're a little fagalod. You want a stiffy up your rear, your derriere. So you got these stupid hood rats walking around, going to convenience stores and Walmart and shit. Can barely walk, right? Thinking they're tough and have pants and showing their underwear. Nobody wants to see your fucking skid marks. All right? Pull your damn britches up. You need a belt? Somebody needs to hand these bastards a belt across their fucking back. That's what's wrong with them. Their damn parents, their damn dad, because they didn't have one, wasn't there to discipline them. So they're all out there acting a fool. Pants on the ground, committing crimes. People are sick as shit. Sick of this shit. All right? Sick of it. And he's sick of it. He's called a nigger culture. You can't understand a damn word they're saying. They're always on their fucking cell phones. What is with you? What is with groids? They're always on their cell phones. Always. I go to Aldi's today, they're on their fucking cell phones. I go to gym, they're on a cell phone. I'm not saying on it like logging their workout in like I do on my cell phone. No, they're on it talking. Always on the damn cell phone. In a car, they're on a cell phone. On fucking loudspeaker, they have it on a cell phone. Well, who are you talking to that you need to be on the damn phone in the Grok store, grocery store, in damn Walmart, fucking gym, probably doctor's office. You're probably on a damn phone in the shower if you even take one. And damn sure you're probably on a damn phone while you're trying to go to sleep. It's freaking retarded, always on your phone. I can't stand being on a phone. I used to didn't mind having conversations, talking a long time on the phone, but that was a long time ago. I've long since given up. I can't stand the phone. I don't like texting. I don't like fucking talking on the phone. Just make it real brief if it's an emergency, and that's about it. I'm sick of it. But groids are always on their phone. Go look. When you go out in the world tomorrow and go about your business, take a look. Take a look around. They're all over the place. They are. They're everywhere. We even went to a restaurant. Didn't actually go in it, but just to check it out because it's on a lake, not far from where we were. But it used to be all white. Now you're hard pressed to find a white. But they say that these groids are 13% of the population. Well, that 13% seems to be shifting everywhere I go. Everywhere I go, loaded. Go to this town, loaded. Go to that place, loaded. Everywhere I go, loaded. Loaded. But they're 13% of the population? Really? Seriously? I don't know about that. But with that aside, sick of it. He's saying these friggin' niggas are giving black people a bad name because people don't want when people always see that nigger culture, shit, you know, all this dumb talking. You can't understand one fucking word they're saying. They sound like complete morons, and people have been lumping those complete morons in with people like this who just don't want to be lumped in with the trash of the In other words, blacks like this don't want to be lumped in with the black trash, the niggas, right? Just like, you know. A white person, a fine upstanding white person such as myself, would not want to be lumped in with white trash. But I digress. Let's take a look.
This is nigger culture.
This is hard hitting.
Look, this the biggest clock in NLB glow, you know what I'm saying? Look,
Good, you know what I'm saying? Good.
out there every 2 times. Hey, Matter called us 1 time, we took to afford it. They wouldn't let us afford it.
I mean,
I don't even know what fucking language this is in.
we don't know what language it's in. Not only that, what the hell with the damn fake ass weaves all the time? You damn bullshit damn fingernail. You damn disgusting long ass fingernails and your ugly ass colors. You ever notice that these hood rat nizzes, so-called women, I use the term loosely, the girls, they'll have fucking long ass like talons, right? And you go through drive-through and she's serving you your food. Nigga, I don't want you touching my food. God knows what kind of filth and pinworms you got under that shit. Yeah, they're fake, the fingernails, probably more often than not. Then they got these ugly ass colors. I seen one where the fingernails were like talons. They're like curling up and shit. And you always pick these ugly putrid colors, like fucking ugly yellow for fingernails. It's disgusting. Ugly yellow. You put this friggin' damn Ronald McDonald colored hair, shit, fire engine red. You look like shit. You look like trash. And then on top of it, you got these damn fake ass weeds. What year are you in? It's the 1960s and 70s. They want their fucking hairdos back. Wigs. Who wears wigs anymore? Especially weaves. And you morons, you stupid idiot groids, girls, you're putting on these heavy ass weaves. It's pulling on your real hair, fucking kinky ass hair, and it's pulling on to the point that you're going bald. So you got a forehead that's all jacked up about this big because all the hair that was once here is pulled back by your fucking 30-pound weave over the years. You idiots. People are sick and tired. Sick of your ghetto shit. Sick of your ghetto way you act. Sick of you starting fights. Sick of you attacking people. We're just done with it. He's done with it. I'm not going to call him an N-word. He's not. He's a black person. All right? And he's calling the niggers out. He's sick and tired of them. I know a doctor of common sense. He calls them out. He calls them niggers. Black people are sick of niggers. White people are sick of niggers. All right? Let's take a look at this again. This is hard hitting.
Man called us one time. We
Look at this. Look at this shit. What the
I
fuck
don't
did
even
you
know
say?
what fucking language this is in. I think I would understand more in 15 minutes of watching Telemundo than I would 5 seconds of watching this shit. This is how black men act today. This niggerish gibberish that we sit back and promote and we glorify. Nobody can understand what you're saying. You're dressed all flashy like a fucking peacock. You look like a child. You talk like a child. You act like a child. This is why no one takes black men, especially black people, seriously. This is why racial profiling and discrimination isn't really a bad thing. You see people like this, treat them like they're less than. Don't give them any kind of respect. Discriminate, profile them, make them feel like shit because we're tired.
I love this, man. This is gold right here. I ain't done with this. I'm gonna do another segment for my other platforms just on this video. Just on that video, I am. Because that's awesome. That's coming from a black guy. People sick of your niggerish gibberish. Sick of it. Treat them like a child. He said racial profile their ass. Do all that stuff. You racial profile. Treat them less than human. Treat them like the child that they are. The shitty piece of crap that they are. Right? That's what he just said. That's a TikTok. Boom. Broop. Damn. All right, here we are. More common denominators. I was on WSB, Channel 2's page on Fascist Book, and it was talking about how it was Atlanta Burger King. A nigger shot a black person, employee. He might have been an N-word, but I don't know. It was over an order. She takes out a gun and starts shooting him. Something like that, right? And someone wrote in the comment section, another common denominator incident. I'm the one that started this shit that I know of. I'm the one that referred to them for 5 years now as common denominators because they're the common denominator in just about every fucking thing wrong with this world and society, right? These niggers like this, right? I didn't say the fine, upstanding black people. I didn't say it. I'm not talking about them. I'm talking about them. But unfortunately, they comprise a good bit of the black population, and they also commit over half of the crimes in our country. So they are the big black eye on the black community, pun intended. Or maybe not, whatever. Here's a home invasion. Animals get shot. I use that term loosely. Let's take a look. What do you think? What do you think? What do you have? What do you have? What do you think? Common denominators doing what common denominators do. Let's roll that back. So they're trying to get in. What do you do? Did he pick the other one up? Is he carrying this black? Yeah, he's carrying him, putting him in front like a shield or some shit. Something like that. That's weird. I can't make out what happened, but apparently a homeowner must have shot him or something like that. But up to no good, regardless. That's part of the fast read headline, that video right there. Fucking common denominator. Last night, or today, I actually saw the comment section from last night. Tony Todd, good to see you. Fran, good to see you. And Critical Thinker was into his house. Good to see you all in the comment section. Let's go to fast read headline. That video I just showed you of the Groids getting shot. by I think it was after they did some kind of burglary, whatever. After stealing, they got shot. They got the just desserts. At least one of them did, and so it counts as the fast read headline. More common denominator action. All right, let's go to this one. Daily Mail. Just saw this pop up on Fascist Book, so I had to send it to myself, and so I could open up on the screen right here. Deadly rare cancer surges in young people as experts sound alarm due to sheer numbers. What could possibly be causing that, ladies and gentlemen? Drum roll, please, anybody? Is it the quaxine? I'm thinking it was brought to you by Pfizer. For starters. Scientists are warning that rates of a rare but highly deadly cancer are on the rise in the U.S., with cases climbing 3 times faster than other forms of the disease. A key finding from 2012, well, they're going to say a key finding from 2012 to 2021 was that invasive lobular carcinoma. Maybe it's not just the quaxines. Maybe it's the fact that all these electronic gadgets you got your damn cell phones, ladies, in your hip pocket. You got the girls tuck it in their bra, which you shouldn't do. Guys, they're always on their cell phone, having these electronic wireless gadgets and AirPods. Maybe they're getting tumors from all that fucking radiation. So they're getting invasive lobular carcinoma, ILC, a type of breast cancer incidence climbed at an average annual rate of 2.8% in women 50 and older. Okay, that's 50 and older. What about the younger ones? Okay, but the period from 2016 to 2021 was most concerning, showing an even sharper annual increase of 3.4%. Hormonal and lifestyle factors, not genetics, are the primary drivers behind the rising rates of invasive lobular carcinoma. Okay, but where is this young? I'm looking. It says young people. 50's not. I mean, I'm 55. I don't want to say I'm old, but 50. When I'm thinking young, I'm thinking teens, 20s. So I'm in this article here, cold read, looking for the information about younger people. Okay, here's the main takeaway. Between 2012 and 2021, a type of breast cancer, I just said the lobular whatever cancer that I just mentioned, it has climbed an average annual rate of 2.8% every year, 2.8% more every year in women 50 or older. But in women younger than 50, it is increased 2.9%. So if you're younger than 50, the rate of breast cancer, this type, climbed 2.9% annually. But if you were over 50, it was 2.8%. So a 0.10% increase more for if you're younger than 50. Slightly more of a chance if you're younger than 50 of getting this rare but deadly disease. What was it called again? Let me see. I can't. Don't you hate that one? Invasive lobular carcinoma. I thought it was due to the quaxine. I jumped to that, but it could be a lot of other things. It could be fucking a lot of electronics and shit. I mean, you'd be amazed how many people just don't give a shit about radiation when you try to talk to them about the dangers of cell phones and radiation and AirPods and wireless gadgets and stuff like that. They just don't care. They don't care, and it's just amazing. I'm thinking it has something to do with that, or maybe not. But something's causing it, and if it's not the quaxines, because this study goes from 2012 to 2021, and actually 2020 was when the quaxines were pushed, so maybe it started really taking off then. I don't know. It's weird, but it's out there. This article: deadly rare cancer surges in young people. I don't call under 50. Maybe 48, and that's called young. Okay, whatever. It's ridiculous. It's middle age. It's not really young in that, as opposed to 20s. All right. This is Blaze Media. Man accused of strangling his parents to death for blood money may have dug his own grave in bone-chilling TV confession. The suspect is accused of stealing from his parents' financial accounts ever since strangling them to death and burying them in the backyard in 2017. You gotta be a special kind of evil to steal from your parents, to strangle them, and then steal from them afterwards. You gotta be a special kind of demon. You really do. And then he buries them in their own backyard. This New York man made a bone-chilling on-air television confession to killing his parents and burying them in their backyard. Last month, 53-year-old Lorenz Krauss reportedly emailed a 2-page statement to news outlets regarding a shocking admission. After he died, my mother put her head on his chest, and she was there for a few hours. Then I finished her. I guess after the father died. If you want to look this up, if that interests you, his name is Lorenz Krauss. Lorenz, which sounds like a Spanish name, but Krauss sounds German. So, yeah. And this is from Blaze Media. I'm actually interested in that. Seeing that. That's fucking crazy right there. That's a special kind of special evil. Special place reserved for these bastards in hell. All right, another headline. Got stevia? Well, I don't know. Is the jury out on whether stevia is bad for you or good for you? I don't know, but let's just say this. There's a study. Science says, could stevia be a sweet fix for baldness? A stevia compound boosts hair growth. A stevia-derived compound, stevioside. What's stevia? Steve's name, right? It's stevia. Stevioside improves how well minoxidil penetrates the skin. Do you have to say penetrates? I just rather you not say that. Just say is absorbed into. Or, yeah, let's go with the word absorbs. Into the skin. And stimulates hair growth. The discovery could revolutionize natural treatments for pattern baldness. I don't know, I'm taking biotin. I'm thinking it's kind of helped my hair a little bit. Notice I'm growing my hair back. So, yeah, there's that. There's that. A compound stevioside could help minoxidil get into your hair, scalp even more so, to stimulate hair growth. Let's see, where's that from? Science Daily. Science Daily. This next article, kimchi emerges as a powerful superfood to combat diabetes, heart disease, and other ailments. Kimchi is a traditional Korean fermented food with significant health benefits. Got to get me some ASAP. I'm going to go to Kroger and get it tomorrow. A scientific review links kimchi consumption to improved blood sugar and cholesterol. Eating kimchi can lead to meaningful reductions in both systolic and diastolic blood pressure. Its health benefits are attributed to probiotics created during the fermentation process. Kimchi is an affordable and globally available food that supports overall wellness. Isn't that cabbage-oriented, I do believe? Yeah, kimchi. You like kimchi? Let's get into this. I don't know, some mofo in the comment section the other day was saying that everyone has a job, people not really losing jobs, people can afford to live. No, people increasingly cannot afford to live, idiots. You idiot bot out there. People are complaining because of the price of everything's true to roof. Everything. I go to the stores, I see the damn prices. It ain't what it used to be. Shit's out of control, and they're saying it's going to get worse and worse and worse and worse. So much so that they're having to pick between, do we have Christmas this year or do we eat? Someone said they had a $1,000 water bill for 2 months in New York City. I don't know. I haven't seen it in Georgia. Nowhere near that. It's $50 maybe. But I'm not in a libtarded state like New York. All right? So yeah, there are parts of the country that are getting hit harder than others. I just saw Alaska Prepper. He's showing you the prices of food in Costco in Alaska. Are you JKing me? Have you seen the price of meat? I went to Aldi today. Yeah, the beef was pretty jacked up. I mean, it was cheaper than other places, but it's getting increasingly harder to afford that. I mean, you'll eat the bugs. The beef, it'll be the treat. Right, clown slob? Yeah, I think they're making it happen. They're pricing us out of existence. So we're going to take a look at this.
You know what pisses me off? While the news keeps telling you the economy is booming, real Americans are choosing between eating food and paying rent. I'm going to show you exactly what's happening through 11 videos from regular people watching their lives crumble. Now, these aren't complaints, these are economic indicators that Wall Street doesn't want you to understand. Let's start with the absolute worst case.
Hey, just gonna throw this out there. If you've never had to choose
And this is a fake news watcher. Listen to what she's about to say, this idiot.
between eating something or being able to pay your rent so you don't end up homeless, I really don't give a fuck what your opinions are on government assistance. Because if I'm gonna put this into a realistic perspective, my husband and I both work over 40 hours a week, right? Full time. We're not freeloaders, we're not lazy freeloaders, we're not one of those damn illegals taking our money. No, we are natural born citizens working, honestly, realistically, each closer to 60 hours a week. And it's still not even close to enough. Oh, the market is booming, it's huge. No, actually, it's really not. And if you're still buying into this.
Okay, so if you're trying to imitate Trump talking the market's booming, where have you been the last 4 years, bitch? Under Beijing joke burden and a supply chain purposely being crumbled and a country being flooded by illegals, right? And Bidenflation. You forgot about that? This ain't something that just happened this year. This has been in the making for the longest time. I've been documenting this or making videos talking about this since the fucking scamdemic, when they were closing down ports over the sniffles. One person had a sniffle in China's largest port, close it down, and bottlenecking cargo ships. Remember, they were out to sea for months and shit like that, and it caused prices to get jacked up and holes on the shelves from 2020, 2021, 2022, 2023, and forward. Bidenflation, his whole entire fucking presidency was nothing but stickers everywhere with joke burden pointing, I did that. Where have you been? Did you make videos about that? Did you imitate joke burden? Economy's booming. Did you imitate joke burden about that? Asswipe? This ain't just this year. That's what pisses me off about the short-term memory of these assholes, especially these damn libtards. Short-term memory. Yeah, it's not good right now. I know it's not. But where were you the other 4 years? 2021, 2022, 2023. It's been sucking the whole friggin' time since the scamdemic, idiot.
Absolute bullshit narrative that this man is somehow making this country better, or we're in any way in a better position.
We're certainly not in the worst position, especially if our border's getting sealed up. That's for starters. It's not perfect. It's not even close. I mean, gas is still $2.89 a gallon, but at least it's not $5 a gallon. Got as high as $5 a gallon on the joke burden. You kidding me? You forgot about that shit, idiot?
Or our freaking economy is booming, then you are living proof that propaganda works. And you are part of the reason our entire society is crumbling to the damn ground.
It's been
TikTok
doing it by
has given
design.
me the opportunity and privilege of having a lot of friends across the world. And when you listen to them, as opposed to Fox News, you learn what's actually going on.
Fox News, as if CNN isn't trying to make
Heads up,
everything
we're the
sound
last-
great. Past 4 years, they were propping up Beijing joke burden, pushing Kamiala, saying that our borders are closed, bitch, and saying that our economy was booming. Everything was the opposite day with fake news the last 4 years. Did you happen to mention CNN lying to you? Did you happen to mention Microsoft LSD, they be tripping over there lying to you? No. You fucking libtard piece of crap. That's what I can't stand about bitches like this. You want to go there and complain in your little friggin' faggy TikTok shit and make videos. You're driving a car, but you're able to pause it. What do they call it? Jump cut? Fucking pausing every 3 seconds. I hate videos like that. It's like you can't complete a damn sentence. You can't complete a thought. You can't complete a paragraph or talk for a couple minutes without pausing. The only time I pause is if I have to go to the damn bathroom, or if I forget what I was saying, or if I have to stop and look up something real quick because I'm in the middle of something and I don't know. I have to look something up real quick. That's about it, idiot. You idiots out there, all these pausing all this shit. So you pausing while you're driving? Are you paying attention to the road, dumbass? Where have you been the last 4 years where all this shit's been going on? It didn't just happen this year. Fucking retards, right? Retarded. As if CNN doesn't lie to you. As if MSNBC and ABC and CBS and Vox with a V, Slate, Salon, all those other libtard rags, The Atlantic, Monthly, and all those other piece of crap libtard rags, as if they don't lie to you. Of course they do. They've been lying through the teeth, especially with, for Joke Burden and Kamiala and the economy, saying our economy was wonderful in the last 4 years under Beijing burden, right? They were saying the economy was great. So it's not just Fox News, dumbass. But you happen to just mention Fox because you're a libtard.
And if me,
keep pausing
a
while you drive,
31-year-old little white girl, is struggling this hard.
She's about to bring up the race card, this bitch. She's
about have been flat
Hold on.
since the...
I can't stand people.
I cannot fucking imagine being melanated.
120...
She's saying for a white girl to be struggling this bad, I cannot imagine if you were like black, basically, she's saying. How hard you must have it. Of course she's a libtard saying shit like that. Listen, moron. The Groids especially are taking care of themselves. They're doing fucking dine and dash. Yeah, that's another one I wanted to cover. Dining and dash. More often than not, it's Groids doing it. So they're taking care of themselves by stealing, idiot. And the other part of the black community is actually working. Has nothing to do with what color you are, you dumbass. Matter of fact, if you're black, you got black privilege. You can do whatever the fuck you want. And they get food stamps in Section 8, you dumbass hole. But if you're white, you don't get that kind of a hand up, so to speak. Not as much as blacks do. Dumb asshole. Playing the race card. Well, I can see how hard it is for a white person to be thriving in this. Having it hard in this economy, in this world. But imagine if you had more melatonin in your skin, how hard it must be. They ain't got it any harder. As a matter of fact, they're robbing places. The Groids are. Everybody's in this shit together, pretty much, dumbass. It's nothing to do with black or white. It's so stupid. I hate liberals. I do. I really do.
5 work hours per week, and they still need government assistance. Here's the key concept you need to understand. Real wages adjusted for inflation, have been flat since the 1970s. Productivity increased 77%, but compensation only rose 12%.
Well, there you go.
If minimum wage kept pace with productivity, it would be $26 per hour, not $7.25. Meanwhile, CEO compensation is now, get this, 344 times the average worker salary. That's your
the CEOs, these corporations are robbing us. That's what it is. It's greedflation. They're jacking their prices up on purpose and robbing us.
Making impossible choices, like this next family.
I want to know how we're all doing it right now. How are we all surviving? Because things are just so fucking expensive.
See, canceling Christmas.
That honestly, I'm thinking about canceling Christmas.
Go check out how much toys are now. It's ridiculous.
And it's just getting honestly really ridiculous how we're just taking this under the chin. We're just accepting it. How? I went to the bank a while back and I was getting money out of the ATM. And the lady behind me told me that she can't even afford to buy meat right now. That she's been eating pasta and just pantry items because that's how expensive things are.
Yeah.
She also told me that she can't even afford it with 2 jobs. She had to pick up another job because she could barely afford anything to live, to pay rent. Like, where are we living? Like, how much does it take? How much is it going to take for us to just be like, collectively, we've had enough. We've had enough. You know, they already steal money. They tax us up our fucking asses. Yeah. And it's still not enough.
Well, enough is enough. We got to say enough's enough of this bullshit.
2 jobs and can't afford meat. The government uses something called hedonic adjustment to hide real inflation. When steak gets expensive and you switch to chicken, they say, you're still eating protein, and adjust the number down. Real meat prices up 20 to 30%. A family of 4 needs $11,700 to $14,400 yearly for food. That's 25% of take-home pay, but food isn't the only thing getting weaponized against you. Wait until you see what utility monopolies are doing.
I am so pissed. Not only my electric and gas bill has been outrageous here in Staten Island, New York, but I just got my water bill. Do you want to guess how much it is? Guess how much it is. I'll tell you. $1,000. That's right, $1,000. For 2 months, I would say. That's how much they charge you every 2 months. I know some states don't even get a water bill, but here in New York, you get a damn water bill, electric and gas. And don't forget taxes. It was never $1,000. Even when we filled up our whole pool, it wasn't $1,000. So of course I called her up, but you know they're not going to give in. She said it's probably from watering your grass or watering your vegetables or flowers. You gotta be kidding. I'm not allowed to have vegetables no more or water my grass? This shit gotta stop, I tell you right now. Anybody else have a big water bill or gas or electric that live in New York? This is crazy.
$1,000 water bill demonstrates regulatory capture. Utility companies operate as natural monopolies with no competition. Regulators are often former utility executives. They approve increases for so-called infrastructure, then companies pay shareholder dividends instead. American Water Works posted 23% profit margins on water. Average households spend $5,000 plus annually on utilities, and that's before food, and that's before rent. Now, you might think this is just people who didn't prepare. Well, let me destroy that argument right now.
Here's what I think people are not getting. When a person like myself is warning you that we have a problem with grocery prices not dipping seasonally, like this is going to be trouble. When we're telling you this, when people like myself who have lived 10 years on an ultra frugal homestead, I have a canning pantry that is deep stocked. I have a dried goods pantry. I have a freezer pantry. Lots of home-raised produce, home-raised meat, stocked to the brim with like frozen eggs. Like we prepare for these things from our experiences living rurally and the struggles that brought. When I'm telling you that these grocery prices really concern me, like that should be a huge red flag. Not because I'm smarter than anybody else, but because having been stocked ahead and watching the prices go to the point where I am eating much more out of my backup reserves than I'm being able to buy and bring in, I don't know how people who don't have any backup reserves or had small backup reserves, how they're even going to do it. COVID was tough, but we adjusted, right? Like I changed a lot about how my family ate. Post-COVID, there was another price increase. I adjusted again how my family eats. We don't eat meat every day now. We eat a lot more vegetables than fruit because fruit is not expensive. But now we're having a problem where seasonal produce is not dropping. And so I can't restock what I'm eating out of my canning pantry. I can grow a lot in my garden, but I can't grow everything here. I don't think there's enough appreciation given to like what a red flag that is, that people who are already stocking ahead are realizing that these grocery prices are big trouble. It should be a giant red flag.
When preppers with a decade of reserves sound alarms, you listen. She's experiencing seasonal price normalization failure. Harvest season prices should drop, not anymore. 3 reasons. Climate change, destroying California. Crop yields, where 50% of U.S. produce growth. There's industry consolidation. 4 companies control 85% of beef.
Yeah, 4 countries control 85%. What he's about to say, I think beef or something like that. But climate change is bullshit. How about climate engineering? Purposely destroying our crops, flooding certain areas of the country out, and baking other parts of the country out to the point that crops are failing, getting flooded out. How about that?
Giant red flag.
Climate change.
When preppers with a decade of reserves sound alarms, you listen. She's experiencing seasonal price normalization failure. Harvest season prices should drop, not anymore. 3 reasons. Climate change, destroying California. Crop yields, where 50% of U.S. produce growth. There's industry consolidation. 4 companies control 85% of beef, and greedflation.
Greedflation.
Yep. Companies never lowered those COVID prices, did they?
No.
She's reached economic exhaustion with nowhere left to cut. Okay, those are personal stories. You want hard financial data? Here's the chart that predicted 2008.
Major warning about what's going on in the American economy right now. What we're seeing right here has only happened 3 times in the past 20 years, and we're experiencing one of those times right now. Now, the 3 times that this has happened, March 2020, 2008, and right now, okay? I have March 2020 over here on the left side of the screen.
It's hard
I
to
don't have
see on my
2008
end
pulled
too,
up.
so
The
don't worry
white
about
line
it.
is what you need to pay attention to. The white line
Small.
is auto lenders, not car dealerships. Auto lenders, the ones that are loaning the money. There's a major contraction you see in March 2020. Well, if you look right now, we're experiencing the very, very, very similar contraction, just like we did back in 2008 as well. The difference is, what happened in March 2020? Terrible time for car dealers. Terrible, terrible time. But it turned into the best time for car dealers because the government came out and said, we're going to print stimmy checks, we're going to do quantitative easing, we're going to stimulate the crap out of this economy. So it was a great time for our economy. It was a total boom, right? That's not what we're experiencing right now. That's not what's going to happen right now. So maybe 12 months from now, you see a similar situation because things get so dire for our entire economy. But this chart tells you exactly what's happening with our economy. A lot of salesmen, a lot of managers, a lot of people in the industry right now, they have never sold pre-COVID. They're all used to post-COVID times. They're used to post-COVID selling. A lot of people don't understand what it was like for the decade before that. So it's going to take a lot. A lot of dealers are going to have to change the way they're doing things. They're going to have to actually sell. They're going to have to focus on training their people. It's going to be an interesting time. And our economy is letting us know exactly what's coming. We know a recession is here. And this is just another final thing letting you know we're in the middle of it.
Now this shows auto loan originations, a leading economic indicator. This credit contraction preceded 2008 by 6 months. In 2020, the Fed pumped $4.5 trillion as stimulus. That's not happening now. Interest rates at 5.5%, Fed removing money from the economy. Average car payment, $738 monthly.
That's a freaking
Total
mortgage.
ownership cost, $11,400 annually. Auto delinquencies at the highest since 2010. So the data confirms we're collapsing. But you want to see how desperate corporations are to squeeze broke people?
A super interesting recession indicator I've been seeing on TikTok is the type of ads that we're serving. Not just the type of ads, but the language used to coax people in. I've been seeing gambling ads where it's like, hey, go earn extra spending money. I thought gambling was so that you could win big. I didn't know gambling was so that you could win extra spending money.
Gambling ads, so you can not. It's no longer gambling ads. Hey, go gamble for your chance to win big money and live your dream life. Now it's like gambling ads. He's saying, "Hey, go gamble and try to win to get some extra spending money, like to buy something for $20." Oh my God!
The solitaire ads telling you
shit. I'm sorry about that.
That you can earn grocery money for the week. Hey, go play this and earn $200 a day, or go play this and earn your grocery monies for the week. One, you're not going to win.
You're not.
If you think that those are like it's not real, you're going to lose. But the favorite is the one where it's like, go use this app to get enough spending money to go buy the smoothie you want.
To buy the smoothie, go gamble to win money to buy a smoothie.
To buy micro purchases, little $10 to $15 things. Wow, and it's always like some 20-year-old, 25-year-old woman that's like, oh, I'm broke, but I totally wanted a sweet treat. I'll just use such and such scammy ad, and I'll go get my smoothie that I wanted for the day and take care of myself. Marketing teams are getting super nefarious, but man, if this is not a sign of how bad things are, that you are trying to scam people into predatory loans so that they can go get smoothies, right? People used to get scammed into predatory loans so that they could go get cars and so that they could go buy expensive things. We are in a world today where we are trying to scam people so that they can go buy things that cost $12. And it's kind of terrifying.
Predatory loans for smoothies. These buy now, pay later schemes started at $500 plus, now target $10 to $20 purchases.
Let me tell you how
They've
bad the scamming world is getting, or is. I just found out that someone I know, their car insurance policy, some stranger, some scammer is trying to make a claim using the policyholder's name. Some bogus shit like that. It's bad. It's bad out there. You better damn check everything. Make sure no one's trying to steal your house, the deed or whatever. Check it all because we're, in my opinion, in very much uncharted territory.
Pet industry contracting cascades through entire economy. So what happens when people can't afford to live independently anymore? It's the death of the American dream.
Multi-generational living is becoming the new norm with this housing crisis, and I want to know, would you ever move back in with your parents? Because when I was just married, I would say definitely not. We would not move back in with my parents. We would always live in our own house. But now that I have kids, I definitely see the pros to it. And I think that as long as everyone was self-sufficient, everyone managed their own money, and everyone knew how to take care of themselves, I think it is totally fine. I do get concerned when I hear about people who have never left home, but that's just my personal opinion. But I do like the idea of, having that support, having that family network, taking the financial burden off so that, you can pay for different things, etc. So what about you?
I mean, Mexicans, multi-generational, there's a lot of European people that, maybe not in England, that are multi-generational. In New York City, when I was growing up, they would have a, what was it? You could buy a mother-daughter home, where it's actually two homes in one. I think they had mother-in-law. I mean, it was mother-in-law. You could, in other words, you're a married couple, and you can have buy a home that's actually two units in one, two homes in one. It's you and your wife and family, and a mother-in-law home. It was, if I remember correctly, daughter mother home, something like that. It was multi-generational. It's been around for the longest time. It's just that fucking Western society, especially America, they look down they look down their big Jewish nose. Because if you act like this, you got a big Jewish nose. That's all I'm gonna say. They look down the big long nose at anyone who does that, and it's totally retarded. You got people over there in Asia. I'm watching people in Thailand. I follow certain channels where they're multi-generational. They live together. It's no big whoop. I mean, what's the big deal? I mean, everyone has this big thing. You have to go out and get the white picket fence, which is good. That's good if you can do that and all that stuff. But the American dream's now the American nightmare. I mean, and people just can't do it. So there's no shame in that game. If you got to do what you got to do. What do you want to do? Be homeless? Okay, I can't make it out on my own in a white picket fence. My option is to move back with family or some family or someone, or get a roommate or something, or be homeless, live in a cardboard box. I guess you're on your own if you live in a cardboard box underneath a fucking bridge in the city. But is that you big thumbs up? You're on your own, but you can't afford to live in an actual home, but you live in a cardboard box. I guess technically you're on your own, so that means you could beat your chest and go, I'm on my own. I mean, this on my own shit. Listen, here's the way I see it. You're never really on your own, all right? Not really. I mean, I thought about this a long time ago. People keep saying, well, I'm on my own. I did it myself. Did you really? I don't think anybody does anything themselves, do they? As far as, being independent. You're always dependent on someone. You go to your damn job. Well, I worked this job for 20 years. Okay. Your fucking boss could have got a wild hair up his ass or her ass or whatever and fired you. Could blackmail you something like shit. You're dependent on someone. You're dependent on... How is this wrong? You're dependent on being someone choosing you to hire you, to keep you employed, right? You're not really doing it on your own. I mean, yeah, you're doing your part as far as the work is concerned. You did your interview, but someone had to give you that opportunity. Someone had to give you that chance. You're dependent on that. You're depending on someone giving you that chance, right? You can say, well, it was my own. It was my own. Beat your chest. It was my own awesomeness, my own awesome sauce that got me hired. That's why they hired me. They still had to decide to hire you or hire someone else. You're still dependent on that person hiring you and or firing you. You kept your job for 20 years, big thumbs up. But, sometimes, a lot of times it doesn't work out for people that way or whatever. You know what I'm saying? You're dependent on getting a loan at the bank. Oh, you come home and go, yeah, I did it myself. I got the loan. Did you really? That person had to decide to give it to you. In other words, we're all depending on something to move us along. Whether it's nature, God, maybe even your own body. You depend on your body to get you through the day. I'm trying to say, I don't think we're as independent as we think we are, right? I don't think so. Our country, every country, we all depend on trade and this, that, and the other from other countries. It's all like one big network. And I don't think any man's an island unto himself. I think we all need something to lean on or depend on or whatever, including your underwear out there, especially for you trolls. Depends. So there's no shame in moving back home or moving in with family. People are doing that more and more nowadays. You gotta be a fucking troll idiot to laugh at everything, because this could happen to you. This could happen to you. It could happen to you. Listen, I was at Aldi's today, all right? We were at Aldi and bumped into this woman. This woman came up to us talking, wanting to know where we're from and all that stuff. But during the course of the conversation, this lady revealed to me, this woman said that because we were asking where we were from and stuff and things like that, talking about olive oil and one thing led to another. Believe it or not, because I was looking at olive oil. Anyway, she said her and her husband and 4 kids have moved in with their friends who have 4 kids. That's 8 children. I don't know what the ages are. 4 adults. 12 is enough, right? They moved in with them. So I'm thinking, you're one of those that can't afford to live anymore. I get it. No judgment at all. You got to do what you got to do. She says, well, it's because we're building a house. I guess they sold this house. They moved out of it and in the process of building a house. That's why they moved in with friends. And I'm like, okay. She says, yeah, because otherwise you'd have to rent an apartment, which costs a couple $1,000 a month, and that's a no-can-do thing. No, she said that's not what we're going to do. Can't afford it. That's stupid. So she had the chance to move in with her friends, and I'm thinking, okay. Or is it you just can't afford to live? And you can't afford all this shit like we keep hearing here and all over the place. Even though the trolls out there deny that this is happening. You got to do what you got to do. Some people are homeless. All right? Because they can't afford to live, literally living out of a car. Are you going to shame them? Oh, because they're living in a car, they're noble? Because they're living in a cardboard box and can't afford to live in an apartment anymore, they're real noble? But if you move back with family, you're less than human? Fuck that shit. You gotta be a special kind of damn retard, libtard, idiot. I don't know what you are. You're not human, that's for sure. Piece of crap. Anybody that thinks like that's a piece of crap. These people are doing what they gotta do just to survive. Whether the hens have come home to roost in your area or not, that's neither here nor there. People are being affected ever since the fucking scamdemic, and it's getting worse. It's getting worse. All done by design. So yeah, I think pretty soon this is going to be hitting the majority of people. So some of these people that are smug on the internet, putting people down for moving in with family and shit like that, they're the ones that, when the hens come home to roost in their life, then they're going to start crying to me Argentina. Well, it's too late to apologize by then. All right? You already acted like an asshole about all this. And when you start experiencing this, then you want to go, oh, I'm sorry. I didn't really think this was going to happen to me, but it happened to me. Yeah, that's what we're saying. We're saying this is bad, and they plan on it getting worse. By 2030, you'll own nothing. What part of this do you not fucking understand, and you'll be happy? What part of this do you not get? I'm talking to the idiots out there, not you guys. What part do you not get? You'll own nothing, and you will be happy. How will you be happy remains to be seen. I don't think you use frequencies, big pharma pills, or you'll just so be dumbed down by then and just so exhausted from all this shit in the next 4 years of going through all this shit that you'll be glad just to have a fucking roof over your head. Ridiculous where we're at.
Do you ever move back in with your parents to save yourself some money?
Multi-generational housing at 20%. That's the highest since the 1950s. Houses once cost 2 to 3 times annual income. Today, 7 to 8 times.
I don't care where you live, as long as you live and you're a decent human being. I don't care if you live with your parents. I don't give a shit if you live with your uncle, your auntie. I don't care if you live with... I don't care really where you live, as long as you're a decent, productive human being. That's all that matters to me. You got a good moral compass. You're a good person. As long as you're living, as long as you got food in your belly and shelter over your head. We got to get rid of this bullshit. Well, you need to be over here at this part of your life and over here and doing this by this. Okay, yeah, you should be, but maybe it'd be nice to be over here in this area when you're in your 30s to have all this, and you're in your 40s to have all that, and then all these ducks in a row by your 40s and 50s. Yeah. Once upon a time, But now everything has changed, and you're really fortunate to be in that position if you have all your ducks in a row. A lot of people increasingly are being knocked down. This is done by fucking design. What part of this do you not get? Be thankful you have a roof over your head. Are you living back with some family member? Are you crawling back to an ex? Are you... I mean, come on. Do you have a roof over your head? Did you have to sell your home and you're living in an RV, a small camper, on a little piece of property? Okay, you got a shower, you got a stove, you got food in a little fridge, you could take a shower, you got a roof over your head. Thumbs up. I don't like that that's happened because, listen, this big tiny house movement, this big, when we sold our home and are living in an RV thing, it's a neat kind of life. Believe me, I know from experience, but not when they want everyone in America to be living like that. They want to take you out of your home, price you out of your home, and move you into... In other words, yeah, it's a cool way if you choose to do that legitimately, but if you're being forced out of your home because you can't afford living and paying the mortgage and all that, so you have to move into a small RV, no, I'm not digging that. I'm not digging that shit at all. And that's where it seems like increasingly people can't afford to rent. They can't afford the mortgage. They can't even get a home, drum up enough money or anything to get a home nowadays, or they're being priced at a home somehow. And this is all done by design. I'm not down with that part. So it seems like overall they're increasingly glorifying or making the RV tiny home living glamorous as they price you out of your home, as they jack up rent to the point that you can't afford it anymore. I'm not digging that. It's really late, and I'm going to give this a wrap.
Your income, or 12 to 15 in cities. Median home price, $417,000. Median income, $74,000. You need $83,400 down payment. At 3.5% savings rate, do the math. That's 32 years. This delays household formation, fewer marriages, fewer children, fewer purchases. Japan's lost decades followed this exact pattern. Now let's see this collapse at ground level. Actual businesses that should be thriving, but are dead.
So I've been making a couple videos talking about how
this.
I feel like we're in a recession because our other shop is slow. And I need to clarify some things. First off, we're not always slow. As a matter of fact, we've been doing pretty good business, mostly in the morning though. So like right now, our shop is empty. There's nobody here right now. It's 11:46. Today is October 3rd, and we're basically dry right now. We have nothing coming in, nothing at all. Now this morning, I did a Honda Odyssey. I did struts and shocks all the way around, oil change, alignment. We had a couple other cars in for odds and ends, tire repair, oil change, stuff like that. But it's just not consistent. We're not slammed, and that's the point I'm trying to make. I'd rather be working all day.
That's another thing. I'm just gonna press the pause button, or I'll just play it and without the sound. That's an empty shop when business was bustling. I mean, none of this is normal. This is definitely a collapse and done by design. Just because it's not come to fruition in your neck of the woods, great, big thumbs up. But it has in a lot of other places, and this is how it goes until their mission is accomplished. If we allow their mission to be accomplished, you owe nothing. You eat the bugs. The meat will be a treat. In fact, that noise, clown slob. But I digress at any rate. So what I got for you, just don't be a troll. I ain't got time for that. Nobody has time for that shit. If you have a differing opinion, or just be civil and respectful about it. Coming on here and call me names and shit like that, that's not going to float. That's not going to sit well. All right? Just like I don't go on your damn... I don't call you names. I don't even know who these trolls are, but they'll come in here and call me this and call me... Fact you, all right? If I see a troll, and I'm going to give you a warning, if you're being a little shithead, and then if you try it again, well, that's it. I'll block and mock you. We don't have time for your stupid shit. If you want to contribute in the comments section, positively, that'd be great. But trolls are not allowed. Troll be gone. People are selling their stuff on Facebook Marketplace increasingly because they can't afford to make ends meet.
They don't fit me or I'm never going to use. Usually I just like donate them or I don't care, but now I'm just returning things. And also I was about to just donate a bunch of things to Goodwill. This is so bad too, but I'm selling them on Facebook Marketplace. Facebook Marketplace is amazing. I am lowballing a lot of items, like literally things I bought for $100 I'm selling.
She just got done saying that she would normally donate her clothes and different things to Goodwill, but now she's selling it at lowball prices on Marketplace, and she's actually making good money, or decent money, so that's good. But this is where we're at in all this, just to get a buck or two. It's ridiculous. Don't be a troll out there. They say in Canada, I am oot. Be a weirdo out there. Don't be a troll. If you see a troll, say something. Stuff that ain't truth pipe and smoke it. Make way, because the current must flow. If you listen to this, you are the resistance.
Sweet dreams.